Okay, you're all set.
Thanks, Mike. Hi, everybody. This is Mike Dolly. This is a meeting of the Sleepy Hollow Local Development Corp. The date's January 11th, 2021. We'll call the meeting to order. First order of business is to take roll. Can the directors announce themselves?
Ken Ray.
Teresa Esteem.
And Mike Dolly's on. I don't think we have Anthony Scarpati, so it's just the three of us. We do have a quorum though. And then staff and legal reps, can you announce yourselves?
Anthony Giaccio's on.
Joan Bucci is on.
Dan Breyer.
Michael Curdy from Harris Beach.
Justin as well.
Okay, am I missing anyone else? Very good, thanks. Next order of business is to approve the minutes of December 28th. Any comments or changes? Otherwise, I'd ask for a motion to approve them.
Move adoption of the minutes of December 28th.
Second.
Second from Teresa. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Thank you. Next are the expenditures. This week, the total is $122,699.59. Once again, any questions or comments? Otherwise, I'll ask for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. I think I heard an aye from Teresa.
Aye.
Great. Moving on to the next order of business, resolutions. We have, is it one resolution here, Mike Curdy?
One resolution, yes.
And this is to amend our contract with Casal in relation to needing to suspend the project due to a lack of fill.
That's correct.
Dan Breyer or anybody else want to explain this in a bit more detail as to what it means?
Yeah, it's so just over the past couple of months, whether COVID or weather related or for other factors, the volumes of fill that have been coming in or that have been readily available to the LDC have been dwindling. To the point where it really wasn't cost effective to continue operating, especially with the threat of winter storms and other things which were just leading to lost productivity on the site. Essentially we agreed with Casal to take a give or take 2-month pause to allow the LDC to continue to stockpile fill, when available, with the hopes that in sometime around the end of February or early March, when the sources of fill are kind of ramping up as the next construction season ramps up, we'll be able to, complete the project within a span of a couple of weeks, and move into the next phase, which would be the settlement phase of the project.
Yeah, it's that simple, I think. It's all in an effort to avoid or eliminate costs throughout this period of uncertainty. So that worked out nicely. Any other questions or comments on the resolution? Otherwise, I would ask for a motion to approve the resolution, which amends our contract with Casal and allows us to suspend the work for a period of time.
So moved.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Great, thank you. Dan, updates from you?
Yeah, I got a couple things on my list. I mean, we'll start just with overall with phase 1B. You know, we are entering into a suspension for the next give or take 2 months until we get through, you know, essentially the threat of winter weather and the sources of fill kind of come back online. To date, or through the end of the year, all major contract items for phase 1B have been completed, with the exception of plus or minus 37,000 cubic yards of fill that still need to be imported and placed in the surcharge pile, as well as the erosion control and
Dan, sorry to interrupt. How many, we need another roughly 30,000?
37,000,
37.
give or take.
Give or take 20,000.
Yeah, well, give or take a few thousand.
A few, okay.
You know, because it's there. We'll over the next couple of months, we'll likely see a little bit of additional, you know, settlement. You know, so let's get round up to say 40,000. And with the shutdown, you know, assuming 2 months down, while we're still plan on importing and stockpiling fill, you know, when and where available, and then starting back up sometime in March, hopefully being able to finish within maybe a 4 to 6 week time frame of restart. The projected substantial completion would be around, you know, late March to mid-April of this year. So that's pretty much where phase 1B stands. We'll move on to the East Parcel Viaduct. Cortese is the contractor that's going to prepare a work plan, as well as do temporary shoring to make sure that the viaduct doesn't fall down, you know, at any point within the next several months until we can get it taken down. They've completed their engineering. I believe they have a work plan together that is being vetted by WSP before anything gets sent to Metro North for reviews and approvals. So hopefully over the next week or so, we'll be able to figure out whether or not any force account is necessary in addition to an entry permit with Metro North, and be able to get, you know, into the physical work within the next couple of weeks. So I'll have additional updates on that as we go. Until that time, we'll continue monitoring in the event of any severe weather events, you know, another big snowfall. I mean, obviously it's the 6 or so inches that we had in December, it still stands. So I think we can safely say that, you know, anything up to a couple of inches, we would probably be okay, but we'll just want to monitor. And if we get several storms back to back, we may need to just clear some snow or you know, pre-treat the deck or something like that, just to make sure that you know, we're okay until we can complete the temporary shoring.
Dan, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to ask, and WSP is continuing their routine checks, aren't they, Dan? Don't
Correct.
they,
they're going out, I believe, once a week just to assess, you know, whether or not any additional deterioration or deformations. And to date, since the inspection by Metro North back in February of last year, there have been no changes to the condition of the two damaged columns.
Great.
Dan, your again, a good guesstimate is they could start the work at the end of this month, the shoring up.
Oh yeah, I would hope that before the end of the month they there's really going to be kind of two steps to the process. Is once we do have all the approvals in place, they're going to excavate around the bases of the columns so that they can form up and pour just some larger footings, temporary footings. Then there will be a several day break while the concrete cures. Then they'll come back and they will erect the timber shoring that goes from the column all the way up to the deck, and that should be another several days worth of work. But hopefully,
your expectation is that they'll start the excavation before the end of this month.
Correct.
Or
It's
you're-
it, yeah, the wild card is not knowing what Metro North's comeback. You know, they may take
Yeah.
4 weeks to even look at the plans that we send over. We're trying to do everything we can to, you know, expedite that process. And you know, I think we kind of also hope that with the notice that we sent around in advance of the snowfall that we got in December, that, you know, this would get elevated to whoever it needs to in a timely fashion.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't see any reason why within the next 2 weeks or so they can't be getting ready to mobilize and get out there to, you know, to start the physical work. And then from there, 2 to 3 weeks, you know, to get the shoring up, I would guess.
Okay. Anything else, Dan? Any other questions for Dan?
One more thing was, I think most of you should have received one or maybe several notices from Dropbox. We set up in essence, a file storage system for the LDC that, you know, the hope is that the various folks at Harris Beach and the LDC and the village all have access to several important folders where we can start to, you know, archive critical documents, contracts, you know, RFPs, things of that like, you know, where pretty much all of us would easily have access versus it all residing in, you know, one location or with one person. So if you guys could let me know if you have any issues or if you didn't receive access, and I can look into, you know, if there are any issues with that.
I got 54 emails about the Dropbox.
Was it really 54?
No, but it felt like it.
Yeah, well, I think there's really only maybe 10 folders set up, but there's a lot of them have several subfolders. So I don't know if you got a notice just for each main folder or.
So,
Well, this will be good. Everything we need, all the
Yeah.
historical documents, the fun stuff like drone shots is all in one place. So everyone will have access. So thanks for doing that, Dan.
And I've basically taken everything that I have or had access to, and started the process of transferring the critical documents. So I think, you know, moving forward, you know, we should, in addition to wherever we're already, you know, keeping contracts and things like that, we want to try to, you know, upload onto the Dropbox site. So we're kind of keeping it all in one place in the cloud as well. So.
Okay. Anything else, Dan?
That's it for the main meeting.
Okay. Any old business or new business? Okay. I am going to ask that we go into executive session to discuss some contract matters and negotiation matters. Can I get a motion to go into exec? Anyone?
Oh, I saw Ken, but I think the audio
I
cut
just, I said so moved for the purposes outlined by the chair.
Okay. Teresa seconded.
Yeah.
Okay. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Great. So we'll go into exec, and I don't expect us to make any decisions in exec. So I think for those from the public that are on, we're going to come back from exec and immediately adjourn the board meeting.
Okay, good
Happy
night,
New Year,
everybody.
Joanne.
Thank you. Same to you all. Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Night.
Mike Lavoie, you'll